Hello,
Hey, Claire,
and
how
Happy
are
New
you?
Year, I suppose. We can have that still, can't we?
Right? Happy New Year till the end of January, I think.
I
Yeah.
think you can get away with it that long. I'm very well. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. You got a word for me today?
I have got a word for you, and the word is simplicity.
Hmm. Simplicity. I do like that. What is it really? What is it really? What comes to mind is I've been spinning my wheels, for a couple of days, and now I've just stopped around planning for simplicity. And in the trying to create simplicity in my life, my schedule, my business, it was getting really complicated.
I knew you were going to say that. Well,
And
oh
oh my
God,
gosh.
yeah, been there,
Yeah.
done that. Still am. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. What yeah, so simplicity, what I've actually known it before and forgot and, known and forgot. I really forgot it these last couple of days in this effort to have things be simple and easy. And yeah, so simplicity I see is like letting go of trying to simplify things, letting it, because it'll naturally, if we follow our true nature and the energy that we are, when we just follow that, how it's nudging us and driving us, it really is. We're being driven. If we just, had our mind take a back seat and allowed the energy of who we are to drive, life is really simple. It really is. And the more that, because of course, and I could see it. I kept leaving the office because it's like, oh my gosh, I can see that I'm just allowing my mind to try and take control. And if I just did this and that and the other thing, then that would work. That'd be easy. And it wasn't. There was this feeling inside which just made it feel really muddy and complicated and hard, and I aborted. And then this morning when I went for a walk, it's like, oh, something kind of clear just sort of dropped in. And it's like, just start there. Just start there. So, simplicity, what I see is that it's really letting go and just letting wisdom, you know, lead the way, guide us. And if there's more that we need to put in, there's more that we need to do to prepare or whatever, we'll know it. We'll know it at the time. What I notice, I'm just going to share this one little bit. What I really became clear about, and this sort of started before Christmas. It's just like it's January the 8th right now when we're recording this. So just before Christmas, the last couple of weeks before, I really saw how much time I spend and energy I spend in trying to protect myself. And that is what I kind of saw in the last couple of days. It's like, well, wait a minute. I said I was going to, December 21st, my winter solstice, I threw in the fire certainty. Like I'm letting go of certainty because it just keeps me on a hamster wheel and it's not helping anything. It's just creating more confusion and complexity. But what I saw, it's like, wow, I think that certainty is going to protect me, protect my energy in some way. And it just created a lot of confusion and angst and pressure. No simplicity. So dropping that, and yeah, I'm human, so I keep forgetting. Wait, oh yeah, that's right. I'm still looking for that, and it's creating more complexity. And really, there's nothing to protect. I'm actually doing the opposite of what I think. What is happening is that the opposite is happening of what my mind thinks that it's going to do, that it's going to protect me. It's not. It's not. It's actually working against. So simplicity. That's my first, what I see about simplicity, and how it's really about following your own true nature guidance.
Mm.
That creates a sense and a feeling of simplicity. How about you?
Yeah, because then there's a lot less complication then, isn't there? Because
Mm,
you kind of follow what makes sense, what feels good in the moment, and you don't move when you don't feel good, like you sit with it, and and let that be. I mean, I chose it for our podcast today because I've kind of chosen it as my word for the day. Word for the year, sorry, not just the day. Let's have it for a whole year. I feel a day is probably a little short. That would make it very simple, wouldn't it? It's just the one day. It's my word for the year. You know that thing about having a word for the year.
mm,
And I guess it's interesting. You kind of went for that sort of more spiritual slant, and mine's it feels quite practical in terms of trying to make my business very streamlined and very simple, and there being kind of one place where people come to work with me. But I guess it's interesting because that's come repeatedly. It's been knocking, like a bit of wisdom that just keeps going. I'm still here and you've still not done me. Are you going to do me? Like again and again and again. And finally, it's this creation of this membership space that has been, that's been what I've wanted as a hub of a place where people go to get everything they want to do with me, is all in this one place. So it's really, really simple. But I
mm,
guess, the simplicity always was that it's just been felt right for a really long time. It's felt like the right thing to do and the right thing to move with. And I've been off doing more complicated things time and time again, to try and to do whatever, I don't know. But it has been more complicated. But trusting that guidance feels very simple. And I
mm,
think really understanding our humanness, and how we actually, like you say, being you, guide and mentor, like really understanding ourselves is really, really key to living a more simple life. Understanding when we are really guided, when we are not, when we're off, on a not very helpful train of thought, or our mind is trying to control things. I love what you said about complexity, and was it no? What you said a word beginning with C, which I now can't remember. What did you say? Was it
I
complex?
did mention
Yeah,
complexity, making it complex
yeah.
instead of simplifying.
What word did you say that you burnt on the solstice?
Oh, certainty.
Certainty. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. That can make everything really complicated, can't it? It's because nothing is certain. And if we're
Yeah.
trying, it's that whack-a-mole game, isn't it? That I'm sure I've mentioned before, where it's like I'm going to lean across all the moles and try and hold them all down at the same time. And of course, they're all bobbing up, and you can't keep them all down. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And I think if we're seeking certainty, we're definitely going to be playing that whack-a-mole game, and it is exhausting. It's exhausting. I've been listening to Michael Singer, one of his books, not one I've listened to before. I'm not going to remember the title of the books. I can never remember the title of anybody's books, but and he's talking about how we can end up creating so many complicated systems to avoid feeling certain feelings or to pursue other feelings. And he kind of gave this story. He said, imagine you've got a thorn in your arm, quite a big thorn, and every time anybody touches it, you're like, ugh. And even when you go for a walk, if you brush against a leaf, this thorn, like, it hurts you. It keeps hurting you. It keeps hurting. And so you develop all these complex systems to stop yourself feeling the pain of the thorn, and you make it really, really complicated, rather than, and you can end up just, the story goes on and on and on about all the complicated systems this person creates in order to be able to sleep, in order to be able to have a relationship with somebody and them not touch their arm even though they want to be affectionate with them. It just goes on and on and on and gets more and more and more complicated and more complicated. And it is to try and create the certainty. It has to get complicated, because you can't avoid bumping into the arm with the thorn in it. I mean, you could probably take the thorn out, but that can be tricky, can't it? But accepting that is gonna hurt sometimes, and life is going to present us with stuff that we don't want necessarily, and stuff that's up and down, and stuff that's not. It's not certain, is it? It's much more fluid than that. I think it makes things really complicated when we're trying to hold our experience in place, whatever experience that is. And the sad thing is that, of course, if we look at it really simply, all those things we're looking for, the peace from the thorn, it is already here. Like, it's literally, I say to the listeners now, just feel your feet on the floor and just take a breath and relax your shoulders and notice that all that feeling that you're looking for in the outside by trying to make things certain, making life very complicated, is just here. And it isn't, you don't need to do a tool or technique. You don't need to chase it around the houses. It simply is here and now. As soon as you're in that here and now, it's here. And it's just noticing when you're not there, really, and finding that you fall back. I was doing a bit of yoga this morning. I love yoga with Adrienne. She's one of my favourite teachers on YouTube.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
Yes.
Doing her, it's called Core and Restore. She's it's a cheeky one because she kind of makes it sound like it's going to be really nice, but your stomach's burning by the end. Anyway, at one point, she's doing the bit at the end where you're kind of doing the Shavasana and everything. And I just noticed that my head went totally off into, what have I got to do today? And what do I need to plan? And blah, 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 into my business. And then I suddenly went, oh my God, I haven't heard the last minute or two of what the blooming woman said at all. What am I supposed to be doing with my body? I have no idea. And it's noticing and just coming back and just noticing and coming back. It's that simple, really, is navigating life with ease. See what I did there?
I see that.
We make it so complicated.
Yeah.
Even in the especially in the self-development world, that being in that place of peace, peace, love, and wisdom, is really that simple.
Yeah.
It's just a breath and just where am I? Where's my head? Noticing it, being aware of it. That's it.
Indeed. Yeah.
And yet it's made so complicated.
Feels kind of good. Yeah. I don't really have anything more to add.
No, me neither. This could be a short one.
Could be. Feels good.
It's fine. Yeah.
Thanks for that word, Claire.
Yeah. I guess just the final thing is that it's just all about awareness and nothing else.
Right.
That's it. That's how simple it is. It's just noticing our experience. And I guess knowing that we're not that.
Yeah. And allowing ourselves to be moved by what we really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was
Thank
lovely.
you.
I shall see you next time.
You betcha.
Bye.
Ciao for now.